Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm going to answer questions today. I have a big list of them, but before I do, I want to go into just a little frustration I have. My neighbor, she's an idiot. She has like this 8-foot cross in her yard, and we've lived next to her for 2 years, and I'm totally fucking over her. I swear her catty bitchiness, her ignoring us, and then talking to the neighbors saying that we're gay communists, etc. Really? And I'm so fed up with her. And now I've just gotten to the point to where I've become uncensored. Like in the backyard, I know she's out there. I start being loud and I start talking about how I hate her. And then I'll go look at her and I'll be like, what? As I walk out. So we're moving out of the house, which is fine. I'm very disappointed about it. But at the same time, I'm like, this is a freaking blessing. I hate this bitch. She needs to be slapped. And I mean, I'm totally have nothing against people who are religious, but when you're on your high horse and you're saying what people should and shouldn't be doing, look in the mirror, honey. Like, really, your fucking son's over there smoking pot, and we can smell it. Hello, get control of your own life. Stop looking at me and look at you and your family and deal with that shit. So that side. I'm going to answer some questions. The first question that I'm going to answer actually is one that was asked to me last night, and it wasn't necessarily a question that was for a blog, but I figured that I should bring it up because I think it's important. I believe that if someone is going to start spreading a rumor or start saying something about me, I'm just going to confront it right here and now. I was asked last night if I have HIV, or if I'm HIV positive, or if I have AIDS. And the answer to that question, as if it was anyone's business, as if I would actually share that with just anyone? The answer is no. I do not have the HIV virus. I am tested on a regular basis, and I think it's very important that people do get tested. Like I said, I do work in a laboratory, so I see that stuff constantly. It's very easy for me to be drawn by a phlebotomist and get my stuff tested, and I actually get it at the end of the day. Most people are like, oh, it takes so long. No, it takes 2 weeks if your body reacts to our tests. And that doesn't say that it's necessarily positive. It's just saying that your body is reacting to the test for potential HIV. So they send it off, and that's what takes the 2 weeks. If you are negative right away, you are negative. And I am negative, and I have been tested less than a month ago. So for anybody who feels the need to say that, please ask me to my face. I will tell you to your face. And then I'll probably punch you. Not really. But seriously, come on, guys. I need you to grow up just a bit. And if anything, if I really had the virus or something, or I recently contracted it, I'm pretty sure because I'm so like verbal on my Facebook that I would probably say something. I'd put it in a blog. I'd probably cry about it. I'd probably explain to everybody what happened, etc. But I don't. So question number 1, check. Now, I have this whole list. I had to print them out because there was a lot. And some of them are just kind of all across the board. Some of them are dirty, which I said I would answer them, so I'm going to answer them. Just, this is a disclaimer. If you're watching, you don't want to listen to this tip, turn this shit off now. Okay, so the first one is not, but the question is, what made you go back to Lance after he put you through the first time you dated and broke up? Would you give him a third chance? So, the first time that okay, so Lance is the person I talk about all the time, blah, blah, blah. He's the reason I moved to Fresno. You know, I love him. I loved him. And he just was everything to me. And the reason that we got back this last time was because we were separated for 1.5 years, and we both thought about each other all the time. And to me, I looked at it as, am I really missing out on something great? Is he really somebody who, I mean, obviously I've been stuck on him for 1.5 years. He's been stuck on me. Yeah, he left me in a shitty ass fucking way. But is it worth it? And so we became friends and we started talking, and then we tried. I figured out that he's the same person, and no, it's not what I wanted. I remembered all the bad things. I remembered all the things that I didn't like about him and all the things that I didn't want to be in the relationship with him for, so no. The third time, if he were to ask to come back, I would say absolutely not. For one, I think I have a little more self-respect now, and I think I know myself a little better when it comes to that relationship with him. That we will never be what we want. We could love each other, but he'll just never be what I want him to be, and I'll never be anything or anywhere near what he wants me to be. So the answer to that question is no. The next one is, here it's dirty. What's the wildest thing you've ever done in bed? Well, I've done a lot of things. I am very sexually open, so I don't like to be, beaten brutally or, pooped on, but I mean, I've been peed on. That's not my favorite. This one I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to potentially embarrass the person because I know he watches my blogs, but let's just say it involves something two-sided, very vibrational, and you can kind of put the rest to your own imagination. And it involves toys and tying up and teasing and stuff like that. So, yeah, good times. Okay, and then the third question, I'm not going to say who actually wrote this question because I don't want to embarrass him either. God, see, this person is totally feeding his goddamn ego, and it just makes me sick. This person, the question is, I think your roommate, Chris Fleming, is one of the sexiest guys in Fresno, obviously other than myself. Have you guys ever messed around? Actually, we get that question a lot. And both of our responses is no. Chris and I, when we decided to live together, decided that we were going to keep it strictly business and that we had wanted absolutely no drama with each other, and starting, a business relationship and a roommate relationship like that, we didn't want to have any room for any messing around. Now, before that, I wasn't really close with Chris. We knew each other through school and through queer networks and Starline and stuff like that, but we had never even talked about any of that stuff until we decided to move in together. And no, sorry guys. I mean, that would be a great porn though, right? I'm sure people would pay to watch us have sex. So, moving on. The fourth question is it true that you were raised Mormon and you used to be engaged to a girl? So this whole question about was I raised Mormon, I do have a lot of Mormon family members. My parents, they did go to the Mormon church for a while, and I did attend it for a little bit, but it was something that I was not comfortable doing, and my brothers weren't comfortable doing, and my dad was not raised Mormon. He was raised Catholic and Baptist. And so my parents decided to do a non-denominational thing when I was probably in high school. And then I had the opportunity to figure it out for myself what I wanted to do, so I chose non-denominational. And that kind of goes into the next question as well, that I had from somebody else is about church and do I believe in God. I do believe that there is a higher power. I more think of myself as a pagan because I know that, looking at the history of Christianity and how it's just kind of overruled and overtaken a lot of things, including the pagan religion, and just kind of placed their own false kind of holidays on those days. Not to discredit Christians or whatnot. I think that there's a higher power. I think that there is something out there, and I believe that I'm a very spiritual person when it comes to not somebody that I'm going to worship or call a god, but there's definitely some sort of creation or creator out there. So yes, that. I was engaged to a woman. She was my high school sweetheart. We were together for 6 years. I love her to death. We don't talk very much, but yes, I was engaged to a woman. We almost did get married, and a lot of people ask, well, didn't you know you were gay? Yeah, I did. I knew that I was attracted to men, but I did not know that I was still attracted to women. I was not sure about the whole thing. But I'm a believer when you fall in love with someone, you fall in love for the person, and then the sex is just an extra. So I was in love with her. I loved her dearly, and the sex was extra, and so I was willing to put aside my sexual feelings for her. Now I'm very happy that we did break up and that I didn't get married, because I think that I probably wouldn't be as happy as I am now knowing myself, and I believe that I'd feel like I'd have to hide a part of who I was for the rest of my life, and I don't really want to do that. So Next question is, if I were in a swim race with Channel 47 Justin, oh my Jesus. If I was in a swim race with Channel 47's Justin Sacher, who do you think would win? And we already had this conversation. I would win hands down. And Justin, have your fucking Speedos ready, because my car is dirty. That's our bet, by the way. So, and if I lose, I'm totally gonna fucking be in my Speedo. I don't even care. We should let everybody know, make it like this huge event so people can watch. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Next question is, what am I doing for New Year's? I have no plans, so I'm probably not going to do anything. Just might hang out home, hang out with my friend Daniel. And then, have I ever been on a blind date? No. I mean, I've never been set up on one. I think that I would only do a blind date if I actually trusted the person who set me up on it, because a lot of the times I believe that blind dates, they're just an opportunity for your friends to pawn off somebody that they feel sorry for. That's kind of mean, huh? But, I mean, really. What's my favorite porn site? My favorite porn site ever, because it's free, is gotgayporn.com. GOTGAYPORN.com. It's bomb. Okay, and then the next one is, I'm going to be really embarrassed about these things, but I kind of chose a few different people, and I hope that if these people have boyfriends or husbands or whatever, don't be offended. This is just the way that I think, and I'm not looking for anything. I'm just answering questions. So, which of my Facebook friends would you think would make the best husband? I would have to say probably Andrew McIntosh. I only met him once, but he just seems like a really wholesome and genuine person. And he's just like, he's good looking too. He's totally the corn-fed boy, you know, and he just looks like he has some really good values. He's not your typical gay who's constantly looking over somebody's shoulder for something better. And let's see. Which would make the best father? Well, actually, I think two people would make the best father, because I know them. I don't know them like very, very well, but we were close at one time. And I would have to say Anthony Rodriguez and Tony Lynch. They're actually a married couple. And as far as like gay people that I know, they are literally one of the most genuine couples. Just they're total sweethearts, and they are actually in the adoption process right now, and I just think that they would make wonderful parents, and I'm really excited to see when they actually become parents, because that's going to be a very lucky kid. So, next one, which do you think would make the hottest lover? Well, there's a long list of people what I think would be a hot lover, but I have two of them. One of them is just like wow. He intrigues me. And then the other one is actually somebody, because I hear all of his stories. Well, not all of them, but some of them. So it's like, ooh, that would be fun. The first one is ooh, that would be fun. And that's Will Camacho. He's actually my roommate, but yeah. And the other one is, God, I'm so embarrassed, is Donald Waltz. Okay, moving on. Which would be the best which would be the best person to take home to your family? And I would honestly say Daniel Anderson. He was my date to the men's mixer, and he's actually coming home with me on Christmas. Because he is the type of people that would get along very well with my family because of his sarcasm and his personality, and that I don't bring just anybody home to my family, and I think that he would do wonders for them, and I don't know, I think it's going to be interesting. So yes. The next one is, if I were in a beauty pageant, what would be my talent? Duh, I would be fucking sarcastic as shit or goofy as shit, one of the two. The next one is, do I have any dating deal breakers? Yeah, being fucking rude. Or condescending to any of my friends or me. And then it also says, like, as a little thing on the side, I'm talking less emotional, more physical, like age, height, weight, dick size, hair color, etc. Well, for one, I don't really care about, like, dick size. I mean, sometimes they are too big and it hurts, because I'm a complete flip-flopper over here, people. So, weight, as long as it is proportional to your body, you can still be overweight but look good. So to me, that's fine. Age is not really a deal breaker, though I would like to date somebody that's older than my little brother. He's 24. And somebody who's under 60, but, you know, who knows? I have no idea. So those are the questions. I have a few more, but I'm running out of time. I hope everybody has a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Please feel free to do more.